Myntri Rangbah Conrad K Sangma ula plie paidbah yaka Captain Williamson Sangma State University Tura haka khatlai Tarik Kyllalyngkot batkan Sdang Trei Kam no mardor Naduh mynta sngi. La thung ya Professor Vasanthi Vijayakumar kumu Vice-Chancellor Bandingkong kani ka University. Hakani ka sngi plie yakani ka University la don lang usong konor ka Iingdorbar Thaw Ain ka Jylla Thomas A Sangma Deputy Chief Minister Sniawbhalang Dhar Education Minister Rakkam Sangma badu Power Minister Abu Taher Mondal. Late yakani ka University haka jinglut ka balakanjo syaka khanriu pen kandai pun riu klur tengka balamang haus 6,000 khat pra. Kiwe ki he ki ha nya kilom Garo ki baladon lang hakani ka sngi plie ki kentup ya Deputy Speaker Timothy Dishira ki MLA Sanjay A Sangma Botham K Sangma Subir Marak Sengchim Marak Sangma Limison Sangma Marthon Sangma CEM ka GHADC Albinus Marak badu Deputy CEM Nikman Marak. Myntri Rangbah ulayat hu daka baong. Kisamla puli hakani ka University kimdon kamshu ban yakhun yaka Common University Entrance Test CUET kadba kisamla puli ki bakwarung hanehu ki haban pas yaka CUET. Pratili ki college ki bala penyaso menta pada Captain Williamson Sangma State University Shillong ka Williamnagar College Williamnagar Captain Williamson Sangma College Bakmara Rongjeng Model College Rongjeng Ampati Degree College Ampati PA Sangma Albong Noga College Tura Mason Phillips Academy Tura Miriam Rural Women's College but Tura Christian College. Ka University Grants Commission UGC kala ay kajing menjur ban sedang ya ka Captain Williamson Sangma State University hapo ki kendon Section 2F of UGC Act kat kendai spa sanpun riu haka riu tarik no pra hajar pusau. Myntri Rangbah ula ongru kani ka University kan plishan ya ka Shillong campus ban kring ya ki samla puli na kilom khasi jantia bat ban penyat ya ki kam ki jam ki bayade bat ka admission bat affiliation na kini ki than jong ka Jylla. Ula kular da ka baong kani ka University kan ai ki jing hikai ki bapaka na ka benta ki samla jong ka Jylla ki bayade kat kum ka juk menta.
We have to go through, and this is just a tip of the iceberg of what we are trying to share with you to tell you the size of the problem that we face in front of us. It's huge. 14,000 schools, 55,000 teachers, 4,000 plus private schools being aided by government, more than the amount we give to our own schools. We're giving salaries for private schools. I'm not saying we don't want to, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't. We should. But this is just to put things in perspective, that this is what the government is doing today. And hence we need to take very tough calls. Some of you may ask me, then why aren't you closing these schools down? Who have not even got 36%. Who have not even got, single percent is 36 schools. Not a single student has passed. There are challenges. These are one of the most marginalized areas. So all this brings up a huge burden on us, and we are slowly and steadily entangling the knots. Yes, we may have to take some tough calls. You've seen the problem right in front of you, and I'll be happy to share this with with all of you and with the public at large, and I will be doing it very soon in a much more broader way. But these are the things that we face. But I'm on a positive note after coming out from all these negative things, because, to be frank, this is what we keep seeing every day, so it's not something new for us. But I'm sure it's an eye-opener for a lot of you, that you didn't realize what is happening in education and why it is so difficult for us to transform things in a matter of seconds or days or months or years also, because there's a lot of legacy issues which need a lot of time to be taken. We cannot simply strike out, saying that no more grants to be given. There's 1,000 crores of grants we give every year. That's enough for me to put up more than 200 new building schools, maybe 300 building schools with full infrastructure everywhere. But that's the kind of challenge that we face, and we're moving forward with it. But I just wanted to leave you behind with this small thought. Apart from that, I also want to share with you that a lot of positive aspects of development are happening in our state. I know this is politics, and so people prefer to look at the negative more than the positive. We may talk about all the 4,000 kilometers of roads that we have made, but in today's social media time, one pothole picture is enough to say, what about this road? What about this pothole? And that's the nature of governance and the nature of politics today in this world. But I just want to tell you that in the last 7 years, this government has literally invested in infrastructure like no other government in the past. And we have seen the results of this at the grassroots level, at cities, at towns. Things are moving forward. We have huge challenges which will continue to be there. We are not saying that we can change everything in one go, but we are in the right direction. This university today being launched, I'm sure there will be some people who will criticize for this also. But as I say, we are not the kind who will be bogged down by criticism. There's a reason why our education minister was named Rakkam, because he just doesn't care. Whoever may say whatever, he will continue to work towards achieving his goal. And therefore, friends, I seek your blessings. I seek your support. I seek your cooperation. We don't mind being criticized in the positive sense. But I fail to understand when there are criticisms for the sake of criticism. This is a very interesting slide. Out of all the schools that are there, private as well as government, there are 206 schools which have not a single student, zero student. And yet, we have teachers teaching in those schools, and government is paying for those teachers. And there's no enrollment. There's not a single student in these schools. There are 2,269 schools where there is single-digit student. So out of 14,000, there are 2,200 where there are 3 or 4 teachers, and there is only 1 or 2 or maximum 9 students. Among them, out of them in the ad hoc and deficit, which is basically the private schools which are supported by government or aided by government, the 4,000 plus schools which I had shown, there are 18 such ad hoc and deficit schools with 0 students in them. Which means government is giving grant in aid, but there's no teacher, there's no student studying in these schools. And there are 1,141 schools like this in private schools, this is ad hoc and deficit, where we have a single student only, I mean single digit student. Next. We have 30 SSA schools with 0 students. Not a single student is studying in these schools. And 268 SSA schools where there is less than 10 students. Maybe 2, 3, 4, but there are 4 teachers teaching out there. In the 30 SSA schools which have no student, there are 4 teachers teaching. There are 11 government schools with 0 enrollment, 132 schools with single digit. Next. This is a very interesting slide. This is the amount of money that we pay for salaries every year. Please remember, 1,967 crores is paid by government of Meghalaya out of the 27,000 crores we spend goes to salaries of teachers in government and private schools. Private means aided schools, that is ad hoc and deficit. Out of that, government schools we pay 684. SSAs we pay 366. But the private schools where grant in aid is given, we are giving close to 1,000 crores for salaries every year. Which means we are giving more money to private schools which are under deficit or ad hoc pattern more than even the government schools themselves. Next. Private colleges. I'm talking only about 13. We have the list with us. We don't want to share all of so much of details, but this is just to give you a glimpse that out of the ad hoc, out of the private colleges that we support, and most of them are very large colleges, and this is from a long time back. We give close to about 121 crores to private colleges to run, and government colleges, 37 crores only. These are for salaries. Next. This is the past percentage for the last 10 years in the state of Meghalaya, hovering at 50-55% every year, and it's been stagnant like this for a decade. I think the last slide. Next. Yeah, this is the last slide. Just to give you an example, there are 36 schools where not a single student passes in the last 3 years, for the past 3, which means that in 2022, 118 schools were there where number of students gave exams in board exam, but not a single student passed. In 2023, there were 146 such schools where many students who are enrolled.
Almighty God, we stand before you in deep reverence and love. For you are the source of all wisdom and knowledge. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end of all. We give you thanks for the gift of a beautiful state of Meghalaya and for the vibrant and diverse cultures, traditions, and people who call it their home, especially the Khasis, the Garos, the Jaintias, and all the other tribes who enrich this beautiful land. Lord, as we gather here today, we remember the vision of our founding fathers and pray that, honoring their dreams, we may remain united, strong, and supportive of one another. We are deeply grateful to you for the leadership you have provided, particularly through our dear Chief Minister and his brilliant team members who conceived and brought to life this university in honor of the visionary Captain Williamson Sangma, whose leadership paved the way for the creation of this state. We ask for your blessings on the efforts of all those who work tirelessly to provide quality education and opportunity to the youth of our land. May their endeavors bear lasting fruit. Thank you for today's wonderful program and for everyone who has contributed to making it a success. As we embark on the journey of imparting knowledge, we offer to you our future. We know that education, though it bears sweet fruits, often grows from bitter roots. Grant us the wisdom to seek you in moments of success and to trust in your guidance when challenges arise.